What is going on, Brett?
What's going on, man? How we
Not
doing today?
much. I'm doing great. We're here for another Metal Monday. This morning, the markets were looking much better than last Monday. Monday, we took a beating. This
Yes.
this Monday, we got a nice little uptick on especially copper. You know,
Yeah,
so
copper looks strong. I mean, aluminum has looked strong. Nickel's really pushing. I mean, we're about to see we're gonna see $9 nickel, which equates to a pretty strong 304, 316 price for us, which is really the two alloys we see the most. Um, we don't see very many high temp items, but obviously with nickel pushing the way it is, I mean, I guarantee some of those high nickel alloy grades are they're seeing some good gains the last few weeks.
going into that, like, where do you see most of those high nickel alloys? I mean, that's for high heat
They're
stuff.
constant. Yeah, they're concentrated. You see a lot of them on the coastlines, anywhere there's water or like refineries. Oil, gas refinery. They see a lot of those areas. Say the Texases, the Dakotas, or not the Dakotas, but mostly down south, or concentrate on the coastlines. Machine shops depends on what they're machining.
Yeah,
Any areas that you see, where there's a lot of machine shops, those guys can create a lot of the high temp alloys. Just not something we see in our area, so we don't really look too hard at that material. Mostly it's 304, 316, food grade stainless for us.
yeah. We see a lot of 304 here, no doubt about it. But
Yeah.
everyone seems like every few years we see a decent load of like Inconel or Monel or anything like a little bit more odd, not a very common thing. They got to kind of look up the percentages to price it out. Going
Feels
back,
like
go ahead,
copper, is getting, we are going to get that $5 copper that we've been
dude.
talking
Like,
about.
I
It's
mean,
ripping
shoot,
right
I'm
now.
just looking at. Depends what website you go to, but that CME Group website, top 18
Yeah, the
right now.
Comex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the Comex.
Which is crazy, man. What a crazy world we live in. Yeah, I always laugh, but I can go from a hero to a zero in my sale price, overnight. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
was I was laughing. I sold some material. I sold some copper uh last Friday. Um and then obviously Monday it crashed. I looked like a genius.
Uh
And
huh.
then it went on a run all the way last week, and it looked like I was an idiot, just that quick in a
Yeah,
week.
we
I
were.
sold too early.
We
And I
had
look
the.
at it this morning. I'm like, I sold a load on Friday, and I sold another one this morning. Again, I'm like, I'm just trying to I guess average my way into the upside. Even though I still feel like it's going to five, I just can't let it. I just don't have it in me to sit there and just wait for it, because I got to sell into it and keep the material moving.
Well, yeah, we can't accrue all that risk. We have to pick our battles when to gamble that nature.
Yeah, yeah. We
And it is
gamble on enough.
funny.
We gamble on enough other stuff, I guess, that we have to kind of make sure that we keep some items moving.
Well, and we buy so much copper, and that's what I tell all our customers. I'm like, man, we buy and sell on current market. So we can't
Yeah,
speculate. It's hard for me to hold. There's very few times where I'm even able to be like, okay, Brett sold a load, and we're buying into it, and then the market takes a dive. In those
yeah.
situations, I'll give some of that to some of our customers to help them out. But that's very
Yeah,
few.
most of the time we're only selling what we have. Like, we don't
Exactly.
speculate and sell ahead. We're mostly just speculating on what we actually carrying from an inventory standpoint.
Absolutely. Do you any idea why it's doing what it's doing today? What's going
They were just basically, I think everybody's maybe getting excited on the infrastructure deal. Like,
on?
they're talking about maybe they might get something signed this week. The dollar saw some weakness overnight, that helped, and then people are really starting to bet on inflation again. I think people are really starting to see that that's going to be a real issue, which obviously it affects us, in multiple different ways. It's positive on the commodity side, on the material we're selling, if we get inflation. So, because the prices of base metals usually go up with that. Um, it also affects us negatively, because we have our own trucking company, so we spend a lot of money on fuel, and the price of fuel is
Mhm.
going up. Price of equipment is going up because of steel. So I mean, we get both sides of it. I mean, thankfully that we actually do get to see some upside in the commodities prices that benefits us. So we'll see kind of how it shakes
Yeah,
down.
we'll see if a bill gets signed. I'm just kind of curious what that will do. Like, if that happens, do we get to $5 copper before fall? Maybe, you know.
Yeah, I think we do, man. I really do. I really feel like we're gonna get there.
Cool. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Thanks, Brett.
All right, man. Take care.